Somewhere right now, someone in this country is being taxed on money they didn't even know was taxable. No warning, no letter through the door, just a number, slightly smaller than it should be, sitting quietly in an app they check once a week. And the wild part? There's a way to stop that from ever happening to you. Completely legal, free. Most people just never switch it on. I spend way too much time thinking about the gap between what the UK tax system quietly takes from people and what it doesn't have to. If you just know where to put your money. If you've ever heard the word ISA and nodded along, not totally sure what it does, hit subscribe. Here's what I want you to unlearn. An ISA is not a savings account, but nicer. It's not really an account at all. It's a wrapper. Picture a shield around your money. Invisible, snug, like cling film around a plate. That shield tells the taxman, hands off. No tax on interest, no tax on growth. None. Ever. As long as the money stays inside it. There's a real reason to care about this right now. Every adult in the UK gets a £20,000 ISA allowance each year. This tax year runs from April 2026 to April 2027. Right now, you can put the whole £20,000 into a cash ISA. All of it. One account, quietly earning interest, like a kettle slowly coming to the boil. That's about to change. Next April, under 65s get capped at £12,000 in cash. The rest has to go somewhere else. So this year is the last one in which the full £20,000 can sit in cash. After that, the door swings partway shut. It doesn't creak back open. Let's do the maths. £20,000 in a normal savings account. No shield. A plain account with a grey logo and a password you've half forgotten, earning 4%. That's £800 a year in interest. You get some tax-free interest without an ISA £1,000 if you're a basic rate taxpayer, less if you earn more, nothing if you're an additional rate taxpayer. So maybe this year you scrape by, but let that money sit. Let the interest build month after month, quiet as snow gathering on a windowsill. Eventually, you cross the line. Every pound past it gets taxed. Inside an ISA, none of that happens. Not this year, not in 10 years, never. The shield doesn't wear out, it doesn't need topping up. So why doesn't everyone use it properly? Because the benefit is invisible. You don't feel like you're not paying tax. No ping on your phone, no little buzz. Compare that to a lifetime ISA, where the government's bonus actually lands. You open the app and there it is, a fresh number glowing on the screen. That feels like winning. ISA's real magic is quieter. Nothing happens. No fireworks. And we are just bad, genuinely bad at getting excited about nothing happening, even when nothing is worth real money. Think of it like a roof. You climb up one dry afternoon, tiles rattling under your knees, and fix a small leak before the storm hits. Nothing happens. No stains spreading across the ceiling, no drip at 3 a.m, no repair bill. You'd never even notice you fixed it. You'd just keep making tea underneath it, dry, for years. Leave that leak alone instead, and one day, mid-downpour, you'll notice. Water on the floor, a ruined ceiling. An ISA is the roof you already fixed. The tax you never paid is the storm that never got the chance to do damage. 4 types live inside this shield. Each one does a different job. A cash ISA works like a normal savings account, with easy access or locked away for a while, your choice. Every penny of interest, tax-free, forever. This year up to £20,000. Next year, £12,000 if you're under 65. A stocks and shares ISA is for investing. Funds, shares, small slices of companies held and growing slowly, like a plant on a windowsill you barely water. Every bit of growth is tax-free too. No tax on gains, no tax on dividends. This is usually where the real long-term wealth gets built. A lifetime ISA is built for one of 2 things, your first home or retirement. Put in up to £4,000 a year. That comes out of your £20,000 total, not on top of it. Here's the good part. The government adds 25%. Free money, dropped straight in. No interview, no form to beg for it. Up to £1,000 a year. Open one between 18 and 39. Keep adding until you turn 50. Use it for a first home under £450,000 or wait until 60 and that bonus is yours, tax-free, like a cheque you never had to chase. Use it for anything else and you'll lose more than the bonus. Not a fund to dip into for fun. There's also an innovative finance ISA, It wraps peer-to-peer lending. Good to know it exists. Most beginners won't need it yet. You might be thinking, surely I need to be rich for this to matter. No, there's no minimum. The tax-free treatment works the same way on £100, all coppers, and small notes as it does on the full £20,000. And here's the surprising part. The people who benefit most aren't the ones who max it out once in one lucky year. It's the people who use it a little every single year in the same quiet way someone waters that windowsill plant on a Sunday morning without ever making a thing of it. Because any allowance you don't use is gone. It doesn't roll over. The 5th of April hits, silent as anything, and that year's chance disappears. For good. So what do you actually do with this? First, match the ISA to your goal, not the one that sounds most exciting. Saving for something a few years out? Cash ISA. Building wealth over a decade or more? Stocks and shares. Buying your first home aged 18 to 39? A lifetime ISA is very hard to beat. Second, and this matters right now, cash savings sitting outside an ISA, gathering dust in some account you forgot about. Move it this year, while the full £20,000 cash allowance still exists. Third, don't wait for the perfect moment to decide everything. Open it. Put something in, even a small amount. Sort the rest out later. Tea in hand, app open on a quiet evening. Getting the shield up matters more than getting it perfect. Here's the genuinely interesting part. Most people think tax tricks are for rich people, accountants in stuffy offices, strategies whispered over polished desks, not for normal folks with a normal job. The ISA flips that completely. It's a legal loophole. Anyone can use it. No accountant, no minimum income, no secret handshake. It's just sitting there, half used, for millions of people who'd never call themselves someone who does tax planning. You don't need to be clever with money. You need to open the account. One thing to remember, the ISA isn't a bonus feature. It's the setting that should already be switched on. Every year you don't use some of that £20,000 and that chance is gone. For good. Quietly. No warning, no letter through the door. If this helped and ISAs finally make sense, hit subscribe. This is part of a bigger UK Money Masterclass. And next up, we cover what actually happens to your money once it's inside the shield. Tell me in the comments, cash, stocks and shares, or a lifetime ISA? Which one are you using this year?